1975. Yet another report. Now this is from a very grateful patient from the US, a Professor Douglas Rayback of Clinton, New York. This is the copy of his letters, and I'm going to zoom in onto just these two parts so that you can see what is written. For those who are at the back, you will just have to listen to my voice. The first paragraph starts, "I doubt that you will recall me, but I was recently a patient at the University Hospital for over a month, having been admitted with an angina which was followed shortly by a reasonably acceptable example of a myocardial infarct. While convalescing in the hospital, I was told by several patients that you were largely responsible for the hospital's existence and for the high quality of care that I encountered there. Thus, my motivation for writing this note. I was both impressed and pleased by the professional expertise I encountered, as well as by the genuine interest that your staff takes in their patients. I also enjoyed listening to the classes that you would guide through Ward 4A. It was very apparent that you are an exceptional diagnostician and a demanding and a difficult teacher. While our teaching styles differ considerably, I must acknowledge that your success is measured by the performance of your doctors, and I found that to be exceptionally strong." What more can you say? How much pride can you take from such a letter? Coming from someone who is a professor and all the way from New York. From the American College of Cardiology, this is a little postcard that they sent. I'll try my best to decipher, but I still can't get this word. It says, "A man with a mission. We salute you and those whose foresight and confidence have made this great university possible. May Providence protect you against those whose dash might resist the methods essential to your great goal." Can anyone read that word?
Selfish intent. Selfish intent.
Selfish intent. Might resist. Okay, thank you. Now, Tun Abdul Razak, at the opening ceremony of the Faculty of Medicine, has this to say. "From the very moment of his appointment 2.5 years ago, Professor Danaraj immediately started work on the establishment of this medical center with enthusiasm and boundless energy. His will and his drive and leadership have translated the aims and the hopes of the government and the University of Malaya into real concrete results. More recently, from his peers, the Academy of Medicine Malaysia and the Royal College of Physicians inaugurated an award around 1990, and he was the first recipient of this award, acknowledged during the 23rd Malaysia-Singapore Congress of Medicine. And I purposely put this nice picture of him. It's a picture of him taken when he was 80 years old, at his 80th birthday. I must apologize because this picture is distorted. Dean Danaraj worked at the time when the PC was not available. The exchange of information or knowledge were typically at that time via mail, phone, or at best through fax. Traveling between ports was arduous, hazardous, as well as very time-consuming. It takes days to weeks. Database was unheard of at that time for you to sort and search information. It was a snail world to him. But look at what he has achieved. I shudder to think what he could have done with a PC in his hands. Now he lived by the words he preached. Medicine is a lifelong course, and he did just that. Retired as a teacher or from teaching at the age of 80 years old. What are his aspirations for his students? Let me quote part of his speech again, made at his farewell. What do I hope and wish for each alumnus of the Faculty of Medicine, University of Malaya? I hope and wish that you will continue to grow in knowledge, wisdom, and skills. That you will share and disseminate your experience and knowledge far and wide. That you will not grow indolent or fat, nor will you sclerose or thrombose. That you will always look to the stars and seek only perfection and excellence. This was in 1977 when he retired from the dean position. He gave us another parting note, and this time on UMMC's 25th anniversary. Quote, "My message to you on your 25th birthday is that you preserve your clear vision, a vision not dimmed by cataracts, scotomas, or tunnel vision, and that you continue to persevere to maintain the high standards of your profession and the high ideals you had when you first passed through the portals of the medical faculty. It is amazing how consistent his wishes are for us, namely to be the best at all times and for all time." Ladies and gentlemen, this class is very fortunate because we have passed through all the portals he created. This was a man par excellence in all he had undertaken. Dear sir, thank you for all the things you did for us and left for us. Thank you, sir, for buttoning up my coat when I was a young lad. It taught me how important carriage and presentations are for the professional image. Thank you, sir, for your patience in showing us what the humble tendon hammer can do. Hardly a technological tool by any standards, but yet it never misses your attention when we are not using it right. Thank you, sir, for the kindness in your reassuring smile when we are on track. Thank you for your prompt, "Are you sure?" when we are veering off the track. We suspect you know how you have helped us with this. Thank you, sir, for being the example that stature is a function of doing more and talking less. That great leadership is calling from in front and not agitating from behind. Thank you, sir, for tormenting us when we were young. For only with age do we now appreciate it was mentoring on your part. Thank you, sir, for leaving behind footsteps for us to follow, even though they may be too big for many of us. Thank you, sir, for building the aura of credence for us upon which we still savor and take refuge. Thank you, sir, for showing us bedside manners and decorum, the cornerstones of practice and patient respect. And last but not least, thank you for teaching us till you were 80. A selfless act, indeed no equal. You lived by the words you preach. Medicine is indeed a lifelong course. Sir, you may not be in this room with us tonight, but like Alex said, we have never felt you to have left us. Prof. Danaraj, on behalf of Class 72, I salute you. Thank you.